All right, good afternoon. It is about 4 p.m. Time and temp here, 4 p.m., 34 degrees, as the truck reads February 6th, 2025. All right, so this is what we're dealing with outside. You can see some of these driveways here. They've both been done. We got, let's see that. I don't know if you guys can see. We got like, I don't know. I think there might have been 1.5 to 2 inches. Just flip these lights off, sorry. Before everything fell, then there was a little bit of mix of some icing and some freezing rain, sleet, that kind of deal, which was on top of it for a while. That added. The storm was out by about a little after lunchtime. I don't know, 12, 1 o'clock. We're actually just getting going. 3:30 was our first house, so about a half hour in. Did end up doing my full day at work, which is good because I didn't, so that's good. It was real sketchy driving in this morning, but because you had snow mixing with this ice and just but this is a good even let's just call it 1 inch of snow. I think it's a little more. We got some melting already by the time I got home, but let's call it 1 inch. It's below our trigger, but we have. It's kind of hard because you don't want to keep beating people up, especially with, I don't know, 4 possible storms ahead after this in the next week or two. Like that, it's just like every 2 or 3 days there's bam, 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 and then it looks like next week there's like 3 days in a row of. I don't know, maybe that combines into one storm, I don't know. But let's focus today. You don't know, I don't know what happened here, but that did not look good. It's just kind of tough because it's one that you would honestly just normally leave for people, but you don't want this stuff to freeze. It's a heavy wet, even though it's an inch. It's now like a slushy, icy, sleety, heavy inch of snow. So I reached out to a couple people in addition reached out to me all around the same time today as this was going on. A couple people wanted me to do a little bit extra from what I normally do, so a couple. The contracts say 2. They committed to me that they wanted plows, they wanted salt, they wanted the full deal. While others kind of told me to just leave it. And then I was able to kind of upsell one of them that's a plow only, which I'll plow it anyway. But it's just a plow only into salting too, because his driveway's kind of it can be sketchy when it's icy. It's not really super sketchy. It's normally just very tight. Very long, very tight. But when you added the ice element, especially around a curve, that kind of deal. So it's Thursday. It's Thursday evening now. Saturday night into Sunday, we are supposed to get our next storm, which as of now says 6 inches. I don't know. I think it's going to be a 4 to 6 event. I don't know what the actually I've been getting alerts that winter storm watches have been issued for that, but I have not. I've been in the truck working. I have not taken a look to see what they said in terms of accumulations, but whatever, we'll see. The timing of that actually is kind of beautiful because you get all day Saturday in. It looks like it starts Saturday evening, 7, 8 o'clock. And then it looks like it is out of here by 5, 6 a.m. Sunday. And that'll give me a few hours to plow. Everybody, I will have to get up early. We will not be going to church that Sunday, but I'm sure that people will. So need to make sure everybody's able to get out, especially the older population that normally does not go out. You need to be able to make sure that they are able to go out if they want to go to Sunday morning services. So that's just looking ahead. So if you have storms that are kind of incoming 2 or 3 days out, and so I'm trying to turn off this heated seat dying here. Like, hey, you don't want this driveway to freeze up, you don't want it to get slick, you don't want it to, whatever. Try and like politely talk them into salt. Most of my clients are, yeah, whatever you think. So it's not even, what do you recommend? It's never really a big deal, but never force anybody, obviously. And at the worst case, say, hey, I really want it salted for the next storm. Do you mind if I put it down and I won't charge you for it? Because the worst case, you rather lose a little, what do these bags cost us in bulk? And obviously if you're running bulk salt, even better. But if you buy 50-pound bag of rock salt in bulk, it's like $7. All right. Would you rather lose $7 and make sure your truck doesn't slide down the hill, and hey, help them in the future, help them out while you're at it? That's a no-brainer to me. But just obviously, some people are like, oh, the driveway, it's gonna, so obviously don't do that. Actually, in the next house I'm going to, under no circumstances do they want salt. So he's very nice guy. This next house is actually very difficult. It's a very, very small driveway. So that kind of sucks. He's a prepaid. He's always my first to prepay. He's so happy to do it. He's got a little tiny walkway too. He's in like this little community of houses. It's like a Toll Brother community where they're all kind of close together. Yeah, he just needs the driveway done. And honestly, it's too difficult to maneuver the truck in a big snowstorm where you really got to push piles back and stuff. Yes, but for something like this, even though it's a heavy, wet 2 inches, I'm very tempted to just this is where it's easier for me to just shovel. Now, what I really need to do is invest in a shovel, because I like my plastic shovels. I don't like the ones with the metal blades. I don't like the big bulky ones. But I am throwing around. I know there's Temu, but there's also Vevor, however you say it, Vevor, which has some like construction, landscape, like all that kind of stuff, equipment kind of stuff. I might look at one of those like big walk behind shovels, and that you could like angle, because that might make nice work out of this driveway. And it's so small. It's a 4-car driveway, so it's like 2 cars wide by 2 cars deep. That's it. And I'm talking cars. I'm not talking big SUVs. You might be able to get like 2 like CRVs or something like that. You're like 2 by 2, so like 4s, total, and that's like packing them in tight, So, but it's always nice and easy. Their vehicles are garaged. I've never seen, no idea what the man drives. But we're doing that now. He requested that he kind of sends a text. It's so nice. Sends me a text, hey, we'll be out of town for the next few weeks, don't worry about it. But I still obviously make sure it's done. Don't want anybody to be clued in that they're gone. And then sent me a text this morning, hey, I don't have to go out till late this afternoon. So, normally I would have avoided it, but, that's kind of like, hey, maybe do it, whatever. I'll just throw it in, it's fine. Like I said, he's prepaid. Keep these clients happy, especially because I think next year I'm going to have to bump some of their, or at least his rate up a little bit, because it's just too much manual labor. Going to do another, another client who lives over here that has he's got a really long driveway as well. He's a prepay. He hasn't, oops, almost dropped you. He hasn't inquired at all for to be plowed out, but I'm gonna plow him out anyway, because you don't want this stuff dry. It's just gonna, I keep saying dry, it's gonna like freeze up nasty, and it's just gonna suck. The house I did, he has another property attached to his account. In-laws gonna be doing plows and salt run over there. Have another vacation property, that's the plow and salt run, collect them into the so quite a few, some that are for sale. Nobody's going into the house till at least the weekend. Nobody's going to the house for a while. No closing date, whatever. Don't worry about it. I'll probably see if I can get the bigger plow in, but she might not want it. So there's that. But anyway, that's the update. Luckily, one good thing is that, you know, I do have to be careful because can't be flying around too much. But I don't know if you can see that. It's 412, 33 degrees, but roads are nice and clear. You can see a little slush in the intersections, kind of right up to the shoulders of the road here. And like a little bit that probably has like fallen off cars and stuff like that. But anyway, let me get to my next house here, and everybody enjoy. I will probably attach one more or two more videos to this. All right, big bump. Try to get a 4:30 update here. Trying to get this one on video. It's so hard for me to video and hold the thing, but it might be easier today. Just do my last one. I said the last part of the video that I usually shovel that. I ended up, I tried at first. I got into the truck, this massive hill, the curve. Woo! Thankfully we were able to do that in two. But I got out, I tried, I was like, this is too heavy for me. So, I forgot that I pulled up, backtracked with the plow. I don't have downforce on this V-Blade. It's a DXT, but no downforce. That was like the year after I bought this. That really became, I think they kind of had it as an option if you like asked for it, but they weren't like just pumping them out with them. So there's no downforce, no down pressure. Other than the weight of the plow. So, you know, it's not as clean of a scrape than going forwards in that instance, but I think it gets above freezing tomorrow, and then I think it does a little bit Saturday too. When I'm talking about freezing, I'm talking barely, but hopefully it's something, I don't know. So lights back on. Yeah, so we'll see. And then I got out and I shoveled the rest. It's so tight that you could only pile, and then in certain places, and there's sprinklers everywhere along the edges of the freaking driveway, so you gotta be extremely careful. You can't just plow off the side of the driveway, and there's a sidewalk that's already been done, so anything that blocked the sidewalk you can't do, you know, that kind of thing. But anyway, coming up to this property, I love this property. All the houses, it's the one I choose to have. Woo. Hold on. All right, we'll try that again. Just wanted to widen it out by the mailbox so I didn't have to flip around another time. Just beautiful tree-lined drive. We are float, as you can see down there. And then being in two should help us with the turning around and everything. But I'm going to stop it right here. All right, we'll just get this other glove on here. Everything's so wet. Alright, so if I didn't salt this would all just freeze and be an absolute mess. The only thing that stinks about the white salt is you can't really see it applied. All right, up the hill we go. This is really, so I want to make sure we're getting double on the hill here, because this slope is pretty intense. And it's always smart to, like, we're frozen, but if we can get, well, if this will stay, yeah, probably not. If I can get a bunch of snow here to just hold this thing up, I don't know, probably not. We're pretty much out. Shake the rest of it out. There's another stake down near the entrance to the driveway that I'll put in the snow mound for now. Although I should be able to see the snow mound. Alright, close this thing up. That's it. Could have got a little wider here, but they're not going to be home till the next storm. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. More for like the delivery vehicles and stuff like that. But they could at least see that. All right, last little video of the storm here. Really quick little plow run. It is focus 5:38, so only like 2 hours, but 2 hours. Temps are still it's 33 here. There's definitely some spots that were slick here and there, but people, I you know, the little 4-wheel drive though, that doesn't light up. I know it lights up here, but I'd like the little indicator to light up. But anyway, did at least half, 60%, maybe 2/3, 66%, I don't know, something like that, of the run. So whatever, got some revenue coming in and able to get home for dinner. So now I just gotta kind of clear my driveway up, get the wife's car all cleaned off before the everything really hard freezes tonight, and everything will be good to go tomorrow, and hopefully the accounts that did not get hit today, hopefully they melt off within the next couple days, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. What do you call it? Going into the next storm. But either way, the couple of accounts, there's about three, there's 3 or 4, whatever, that declined today, or I chose not to do today, whatever. They're all very straightforward driveways. There's, you always got to be careful. There's always a potential obstacle, what have you. But I'm really happy that I was able to salt some of these that are a little harder, and the longer ones, the more stubborn one, whatever, I was able to at a minimum do a pass today, open them up. The only problem is these piles are going to freeze, and I'm not going to be able to push anything back. And if we have a bunch of storms, so I wanted to kind of push things back a little further than they were, but they were push things back a little further than they were, but I had existing piles already in places that were kind of, I could have given them a little harder nudge, but I don't want to destroy the truck at the same time. So whatever, it is what it is. Luckily there's literally like no snow on the ground, so I'll just pick other places to make piles and what have you. So anyway, that does it for this storm, and stay safe and have a great rest of your night, and good luck on the next one, guys.